Here is what I regard as a very good direct response ad. I have been asked by one of the subscribers to explain why I think it is a good ad. He thinks it's a good ad, and he wants to know what makes this ad a good ad. So let's begin. It begins with a statement by Bill Bonner, founder of Agora, which says, please don't buy it. Well, of course, that's silly. Obviously, he wants you to buy it. Why not? Because the author of the book, one of them is a partner, very successful, goes by the name of Michael Masters, and the other is a staff writer of the Agora organization. So, of course, he wants you to read the book. And one of the reasons he wants you to read the book is that Agora really does hire copywriters. They want good copywriters, and the more good copywriters they can recruit, the better it is for Agora. So then let's go to the next step. If you are willing to spend an afternoon reading this ebook, well, now it tells you you're only going to have to spend an afternoon. That's not much time. That's a tremendous benefit if it really delivers. Then you have the title, Copy Logic, the New Science of Producing Breakthrough Copy Without Criticism. Well, this is just filled with sales copy. There's logic to it. This is good. There's some kind of logical procedure. This is new. Well, you always want something new. There is a science of it. Well, that's good because it's systematic. There will be breakthrough copy, meaning better copy than ever before, something different, something powerful, and without criticism. It's not clear what that is yet, but certainly nobody likes criticism, so let's see if it'll work. Next, you'll master a proven system. That's a very popular phrase in all direct response copywriting. Proven. That's what people want. It is almost guaranteed. Well, that's pretty good. Guaranteed is better, but almost is terrific as far as I'm concerned, because almost at least tells you that the guys aren't lying to you entirely. If they said absolutely guaranteed to produce powerful direct response copy every time, I wouldn't believe it. Almost okay, I'm willing to give them a shot because nothing works every time. Now you get down and think you get all this for under $30. Well, now it's a deal. Half of a day, an afternoon, $30, no catches, no strings, great system, great price. Terrific. Sounds good to me. Now, dear reader, I didn't completely believe it either. Well, yeah, it is kind of a powerful claim, so let's see if he can do it. But I was committed to making my dream of being a full-time copywriter come true. Well, now see, he's appealing to you because that's what you want. They've targeted the list. They know these people buy copywriting materials. They have targeted that individual, knowing what that individual really wants and really dreams about. And this is from someone who has been exactly where you may be right now. Okay, so this is a guy just like I am. This is somebody who's struggled with the problems that I'm struggling. Maybe he can help me. You see, after all the courses, I've taken them. Ebooks, I've read them. Swipe files, I've collected them. Boot camps, well, maybe I've been to one of them. Teleseminars, I've seen them. And spec assignments, well, maybe I've had that and maybe I haven't. But anyway, I was still missing something. Gee, that's just like me. So you see, he's making the connection emotionally with me. And you have to have emotional commitment for an effective direct response ad. You have to have emotion, you have to have logic, and you have to have the big idea. And the big idea is in the title of the book, New Science of Producing Breakthrough Copy. Do you understand? In other words, they've selected the title of the book to have the big idea. Now, if that's not a big idea for you, you won't buy the book, but they really weren't after you anyway if you don't want to buy the book. Now they have testimonials. The testimonials are from well-known people in the field. Anybody who knows about copywriting will be familiar with these names. Bob Bly is certainly a tremendous copywriter, and he says it presents three of the most useful copywriting processes ever devised. Well, gee, it's $30 or less. That's only $10 to learn these three useful copywriting processes. Well, that's a terrific deal. So I keep reading. And we have somebody from from the organization, actually a partner of, or at least an employee of Masterson, and she thinks it's good. Well, yeah, I can believe that. She probably should, and she probably has seen firsthand the power of copy logic. Then you have somebody with the company. Well, that's okay, but the usual rule is never ask a barber if you need a haircut. But she does make a claim. In just 20 minutes, we can turn B level copy into A level copy. Now, I don't know how we can do that or who we are. And if there's no criticism, how do we get a hold of my copy? But I'll skip that because I'm not really paying that much attention. I'm looking to be enthusiastically inspired. And we have somebody else who says we've got a three-person team to produce several front-end controls and more than $12 million in revenue. Okay, so there's real power here. There's real money. There's specifics. You want specifics. This is not a make-believe deal. So then it says copy logic will change the way direct response marketing campaigns are created for generations to come. Am I going to believe that? Well, it's from Clayton Makepeace, and if Makepeace says it, it could be true because he's one of the masters of all time. Now here we go for the next stage. How I know this can work for you. Well, that's powerful. How does he know that? And then he goes to personal testimony. He's been using these principles working inside the Agora organization. And he's actually working with one of the authors. Well, now this is firsthand testimony. That's exactly what I want. This guy has learned from the guy who co authored the book. That's the best way to learn. And he's saying this works. So that's an impressive testimonial. And now you can use the exact system these full-time six-figure copy pros use to make your copy stronger and more engaging. Now here we go again, a proven system for writing great copy. We want those proven systems. And it goes on to tell you that he has been doing this for 10 years. The guy had a great opportunity to work with this team of top copywriters. And he says now it costs thousands of dollars in moving expenses and a separation from friends. Well, okay, those are high costs. You don't want to pay those costs. Terrific, you don't have to. Now you'll have access to the same system we use every week to produce control after control. The only difference is you won't have to move and you won't have to spend thousands of dollars. See what he's doing? He's telling you he's going to give you all of these benefits and you will not have to pay the heavy price that he paid. You're going to get it right in your lap. And then he talks about more background material, secrets of what you'll be getting, and shorten your learning curve by half. Well, if you can do that, it's sure worth under $30. Turbocharge your copy's selling power using Mike's simple CUB technique. Well, you want to know what's that technique? What is CUB? Sounds terrific. I want to find out about it. So you want to send him the money. It's going to boost your productivity by avoiding criticism. Well, that's always good. Frankly, I don't believe it. I always need criticism, but maybe it's possible. This innovative alternative delivers results that are far superior to what you may be doing now. So you get another statement from another guy, Herschel Gordon Lewis, and he tells you that every writer has a blank time. You can't think of anything, and this book or this report somehow overcomes that. That's a tremendous benefit. Then he goes to the next one. It's not just about writing better, it's about living better. Now he's going to lifestyle, and he's got testimonials about lifestyle. That's basic to Masterson's approach anyway. He loves to talk about lifestyle. And who doesn't? Because we're buying lifestyle. So now you get lifestyle as well as the ability to write copy. So you get now down to the close, how to get your hands on this resource. And here's the price, $24.95. Well, that's certainly reasonable. That's it. No monthly payments, no strings, and no catches. Terrific. All you need to do is what? Click on one of the order buttons on this page. There haven't been any order buttons on this page. I haven't seen any order buttons on the page. Bob Bly always includes lots of order buttons on the page because when he gets you to buying, he doesn't want to kill the sale by getting you to read anymore. He wants you to click the button and buy something. So here's a major glitch. Folks, I think they needed some criticism. They forgot to put in the buttons. But anyway, that's a minor observation. You keep reading, and you're going to get $1,000,000 copy ideas in 30 minutes a day. Well, now wait a minute. That's a little bit different. I thought it was going to be just one afternoon. Now it's 30 minutes a day. Well, okay, reasonable, but there's more to it. As you know, the big idea can make or break your copy. By the way, that's right. So there's a free bonus, and they're going to show you how to find a big idea. Well, if it does that, that is a tremendous bonus. And so you get now what? You get how to overcome one of the biggest problems. What's that big problem? They don't tell you. Now you'll have the answer. So there's a problem, unspecified, and a solution in italics. Problem, example of what the process looks like so you can easily model it. But it doesn't get any easier than this. So you see, this is all kind of hypothetical, not being too specific. It's been specific, now it's getting a little unspecific, lets you dream about all the things that it's going to solve for you. Finally, it ends with a series of testimonials, not from sellers of copy, but from buyers of copy. Well, you want to hear about buyers of copy because you want to sell copy if you're going to be an independent copywriter. So you're really glad to hear that Michael's process is not only the best way to gain copywriting mastery in the fastest possible time, it's also enormously effective and so forth. Forces you to come up with fresh ideas every day. Well, that's what we all need, don't we? We need somebody to force us to do something because we're sitting around not doing anything. Didn't come up with a single great big idea today. I wanted 4 of them. Didn't get them. Well, this process will force me to come up with the fresh ideas each day. Well, that's a good deal. I hope that's true. That's worth a lot. Motivation is worth a whole lot. Now, 30-day money back guarantee, that takes the risk out of it. So that's a tremendous thing. You can call, send them money by uh, calling them if you want. You can contact them, or you can order today. So they're right. It doesn't get any fairer than that. And there's a guy who signed it, uh, Sean P. McCool. I guess that's a real name. Seems a little peculiar, but I guess they wouldn't make up a name like that. Anyway, Sean is going to sign it. There's a real person who is standing behind all this. And so there is an order blank. And so you go to the order blank and it reestablishes what you're going to get. You get the whatever the book is and you fill in the information, standard stuff, and you can then click it and you will be given access to your email book. This is a good ad. This is a very effective ad. I recommend the ad. I think it makes sense. Remember, it is offered here, it has offered the 3 things that an ad should do. It has a big idea, it has logic to the big idea, and it has emotional commitment. And there's an emotional element to this, promising lifestyle, promising success, showing you that it won't cost you as much as you would have thought that it would have to cost you. So any good direct ad is going to have all those 3 things. You got to have a logic to it, and it has that. You got to have emotional commitment to it, and it has that. And it has a big idea, which is with a very small investment, you're going to get successful. Now, why do they do this? What's the real hook here? What's not seen here? Well, it's a company, AY, that sells lots of products. They sell manuals at several $100s. They sell weekend seminars at several $1,000s. So you're going to be hooked in based on this one ebook. But if it really works, they're going to convince you to buy other things from them because if a 30-buck item produces, say, $1,000 worth of value, or at least $300 worth of value, then you'll think next time, well, gee, if I spend 200 or 300, maybe I'll get a comparable rate of return. That may or may not be true, but certainly this is true. For 30 bucks in an afternoon, you'll get one good idea, and that one good idea will be worth a whole lot more than $24.95 plus 3 hours of your time. That you can be sure of. So it's a good ad. I like the ad. It's why it worked. But remember, it was targeted to specific people who really do want to be copywriters. So it's a very specific ad. It's a classic hot button ad. And I think it will probably do very well. And I'm sure they'll sell back end products to people based on the success that the people have in reading and beginning to apply the principles in this $24.95 manual. So that's why the ad worked. And if you can write ads like this for other people, I think you're going to be successful. I recommend that you spend the money and get the $24.95 package. I think it would be a good investment for you.